Here we go. So section 4.4 is solving using multiplication or division. For the most part, though, this section, the book is multiplication. Even though there are some problems with division, they really pushed us multiplication. And it's evidenced by the problems they picked here. So, like number 22. 22, you have x over negative 8 equals negative 4. That means you're dividing by negative 8. So how do you undo a division by negative 8? You multiply by negative 8 to cancel it off. X is 32. But if you look at a number like 24, you have negative 25 equals negative 5/6r. Okay. So in order to do that, then, we got to divide by negative 5/6 is what you'd be thinking. Well, if it's a fraction, I don't divide by a fraction. I multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to have to multiply both sides by negative 6/5 to cancel it off. And what ends up happening is negatives cancel. 5 cancels and 5 cancels, and you get 30 is r. Okay. Same thing for 26, multiply by 3 halves, and you get negative 33. Okay. So you're not really dividing anything here, you're multiplying by the reciprocal for all those. 28, Marcus ran every day for 14 weeks to train for a marathon. Good for you, Marcus. Write and solve a division equation to find out how many days he trained. All right, so let's see here. I'm taking it back for a second. So Marcus ran every day for 14 weeks to train for a marathon. Okay, so here's the deal. We know that 1 week is 7 days. So if I want to figure out how many weeks I have to divide days by 7 to do that. So I know it's days divided by 7 gives me 14 for weeks. Because for instance, if I did if I had 2 weeks, that'd be 14 days divided by 7 is 2. So 14 days divided by 7 days gives us 2 weeks. Okay. And then to solve, well, multiply both sides by 7. 14 times 7 is 70 plus 28, so 98 days. It's a lot of training. A lot of training, Marcus. Okay. All right, next one in 4.4. 30 and 38. These come down to just simplifying first, especially on 30. We've got to get the like terms together first on each side, and we'll come back later on when we do more complex solving of equations that we really have to do this stuff. So I've got 4x plus 3x. Well, that is 7x. And now I'm actually doing a real legit division problem. I could think of this as multiplying by a 7th, but really it's easy just to think of it as dividing by 7. 6 is x. Now for 38, what I have to do is I have to write this as an improper fraction and that one as well. So this is 15/8 y equals 9 halves. Now I can divide by 15/8, which is really like multiplying by 8/15 to cancel it off. So y gives us 4 and 1. 5 and 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 over 5. That's our product. Or that's our solution for y. Okay. And then the last one from section 4.4. Okay. Last problem from section 4.4. 41 animals. The sleeping heart rate of a black bear during hibernation is about 2/5 of its summer rate. Okay. So 2/5 of summer equals hibernation. So they told us that we know the hibernation, it's 28 beats per minute. I don't know is summer, so I'm going to call it 2/5 of x to get that. So now to solve for x, multiply by the reciprocal, which is 5 halves. 14 times 5 is 70 beats per minute. Okay. So in the summertime it's 70 beats per minute, hibernation 2/5 of that, which is 28. Okay. All right, so again, I sprinted through there, I didn't give a ton of explanation, but if that doesn't make sense from seeing me do it, come in. Okay, I'm trying to keep these short so we're not spending 2 hours on videos. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow unless you got questions.